Hello and welcome to a new video, and welcome to Heathrow Terminal 5. I'm on the arrivals level, so you arrive just behind me there. Now, like most major airports, there's lots of public transport options when coming into Heathrow and you want to get into London. So today we're going to compare two side by side between here at Terminal 5 and Paddington, and that is going to be the Elizabeth line run by Transport for London, and then we'll come back on Heathrow Express and we'll compare the two. We'll have a look at the difference in trains, seating, amenities and time, and then of course cost. So when you come to arrivals, buy your tickets there. So just over that side is where you get the Underground, and then this side is where you get the Elizabeth line and Heathrow Express. The next train I want is 26 minutes. So whilst we wait for the train to arrive, let's have a look at some facts about this train. I know very little about it, so I've literally just had to have a look on my phone. So these are class 3, what are they, 345s. Use overhead power, so that's a pantograph. There's your overhead wires there. In 2023-2024, the Elizabeth line had 220 million passenger journeys. At the moment, at the time of me filming this, it's operated by MTR, Elizabeth line, but from next month, May 2025, it'll be GTS rail operations. So all their trains, according to this, are 9 cars long, with a top speed of 90 miles an hour. So there's not really much else I can say about that. Let's wait till it comes in. So I was just having a look. So according to the TfL app, it's 31 minutes between here and Paddington on the Elizabeth line. So we're going to stop. So I'm at Terminal 5. We're going to stop at Terminal 2 and 3, Hayes and Harlington, West Ealing, Ealing Broadway, and then Paddington. Now on the way back, I'll be taking Heathrow Express, which I think is straight to 2 and 3, and then Terminal 5, but I'll confirm that a little bit later. So still waiting for this train to come in. I believe they're about every half an hour from here direct, at the time of filming anyway. I'm just having a look. Yeah, it shows on here every half an hour, 1/4 and 1/4. So I'm going to get the 15:15. Obviously weekends and out of hours or out of the day they might be slightly different, but certainly at 3 o'clock in the afternoon they're every half an hour. I think the Elizabeth line, Heathrow Express is the same. Let's go and see what's going on board. So I'm not going to walk through the whole train, but let's just have a look at what we've got. Now they are walk through these 9 cars. I'm not going to walk through the whole train, but that just gives you an idea of space. As far as I know, no toilets on here. So yeah, about 31 minutes into Paddington, and we depart, I think, in about 10 minutes or so. So this train is for Shenfield. So of course ideal if you want to go further through London. But I'm doing just between Terminal 5 and Paddington because I can compare, when I can speak, both trains side by side. So you see there's plenty of space for suitcases and things. So whilst we wait to depart, I just had a look who actually made these trains, because I didn't know. So they were built in Derby by Bombardier, who are actually now part of, was it Alstom? So yeah, Bombardier, which I think was a Canadian firm, if my memory serves me. But there you go, just in case you wanted to know who built them, in Derby in the UK.
Convenience of passengers with heavy luggage. 2 and 3. This is an Elizabeth.
She had my car. She wants a Subaru. She wants something a Subaru.
Yeah, basically said, what you want?
Elizabeth line service to Shenfield via Stratford.
Saving it and bringing it up again, but I would like to at least get 2 to 3 sessions in, which the performers have been time to get more than it's just like we're so responsive to just about the other person.
Line, Circle Line, District Line, Hammersmith and City Line, and National Rail Services.
Happiness in her personal life that she's like projecting that onto you instead of just I makes like having another person which actually
You see something.
So we've arrived at Paddington. What I didn't say is the Elizabeth line runs from Shenfield or Abbeywood in the east to Heathrow or Reading in the west. Now you can use contactless and Oyster card on some of the journey. So the journey I'm making, you can use it. I bought a paper ticket. I'll discuss the cost with you a little later. Right, train leaves in 10 minutes. So we're in a class 387. So this does have business class on, but we're not doing that. So this is 8 cars. This is the business class bit. Let's sit here. The rest of the train's pretty much the same. Problem with these trains are there's not as much walkway space. So just a little bit about their fleet. They've got 12 class 387s. I'm assuming they mean 12 4-car 387s, even though these are attached to form an 8-car. That makes sense? They only do 3 stations, so that's Paddington, Heathrow 2 and 3, and Heathrow Terminal 5. So this does it, I think, in about 30 minutes. It's about 9 minutes faster. You got Wi-Fi, you got toilets, you got sockets. Yeah, just to confirm, I did a little bit of research. Yes, it is 12 4-car units, even though they run them as an 8-car unit. So, top speed 110 miles an hour. These are the 387 Electrostar trains built by Bombardier. And these were built between 2016 and 2017. And if my memory serves me, they came from Great Western Railway. 2020 or 22, I can't remember, and for the life of me looking at my phone I can't find where it said it now, but either way they obviously refurbished them to what they are now. I actually do like these trains, I'm familiar with them, had them in my old job when I worked for what was Thameslink and First Capital Connect before that. It is warm on here though. There are coat hooks as well. And we're off, bang on time. It is Friday evening at the time of recording this, and it seems like all trains going to the West Country and Wales are all delayed. Apparently multiple signal points failures around Slough, I think they said. So platform was heaving. I think there was just the one Great Western train. You imagine it's what time are we on? 10 past 4 in the afternoon, so it should be full of trains. But anyway, it doesn't affect us for once, and it's not my fault for once.
Terminals 2 and 3. Change for Terminal 4. To ensure your safety, please pay attention when exiting the train.
DC is the capital, or in Australia, Sydney is the biggest city.
Now arriving at Terminal 5. So it took 20 minutes, so almost half the time of the Elizabeth line.
To ensure your safety, please pay attention when exiting the train. Mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Right, so now I'm back on the arrivals level at Heathrow. Let's talk about cost. So you can use contactless and Oyster card on both services, and it is on the Elizabeth line it's £12.80 one way, and on the Heathrow Express it's £25 one way. Now I bought a paper ticket both ways in advance. It was £12.90 for the paper ticket on the Elizabeth line, and because I bought online for Heathrow Express I got a discount and it was £22. And I think if you wanted business class, and I will double check this, I think it was £35 one way. So if we're looking at price, Elizabeth line wins. Personally, I prefer the Heathrow Express. I prefer the train. It's comfier, it's almost twice as fast, it's not as busy, and I just prefer those trains. Although if you've got luggage and things and you want to walk through the train, it's a bit more tricky. The walkway's not very wide. So you want to know, what would I recommend? Well, I'm going to have to apologise to you and say that I've wasted my time and your time, because the only recommendation I can make to you, if you want to get from Heathrow to London using trains, just take the Piccadilly line. So much cheaper and just better. So on that note, until next time, take care.